Hi everyone, Extra Flaming here and welcome back to a new YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be going over the start we have had to the 2022 and 2023 summer of cricket. Now, there's been multiple games this season throughout the Australia cricket and throughout BBL that have just been remarkably mind-blowing. And here we are in December, just like not too far away from Christmas, but not that late into December. We're in the later stages of middle of December, if you get what I mean there. And the summer of cricket has really only been going around for, well, really, you just count the days of December and add one more to it. So, to be completely honest, we've seen some cracking games, some really weird stuff in this first 19 days of this summer cricket. Let's go ahead and have a look at what we got. So just for your understanding, we are talking about after this T20 World Cup and the 3 ODIs that Australia did win versus England. You could start it there, but just for time purposes, we are going to start it here. And just for more entertainment, it's probably better to start here. So to wind back to the 30th of November 2022, we are in Perth for the first test, Australia versus West India. Versus the West Indies, for a very hyped test match to begin our summer of cricket. And in the end, we win that one by 164 runs pretty comfortably in the end. So we were 4 for 598. David Warner, his test sum wasn't great, but it was really these, Kawaja got going 65, but Labuschagne 204 and Steve Smith 200, as well as Travis Head's 99, which was heartbreaking in the end, is what got Australia to their total of 4 for 598. For the West Indies, their bowling was pumped. By all means, absolutely pumped. They had Seals 1 for 95 after 21, Mayers 1 for 39 after 15, and then 2 for 65 for Craig Brathwaite after his 12.4 overs in the end. So then we go to the second innings. West India were again pretty much skittled through. The only players really making some sort of an impact were Brathwaite, Chanderpaul, Blackwood, and Brooks, that really made some substantial amount of runs as well. As you could say, Holder, but everybody else really failed to put on any runs, and Stark and Cummins as well as Lyon really did rip through them, with Hazelwood and Cam Green both also taking wickets in that one. 2 for 182 we declared there, minus Labuschagne making another 104, or making 104 not out. And David Warner finally, probably the only knock so far this summer, which he's been able to get above that 10 or so run mark. He makes double digits and gets to 48. And then West Indies, they need a pretty big total to win, and they get bowled for 333. Despite Brathwaite heroics, Chanderpaul also tried his absolute best, despite some late hope as well by Chase and Joseph. So to the second game, which this one the more crazier of the two. Australia win by 419 runs in the traditional day-night test at the Adelaide Oval. So again, setting up some really high runs, 7 for 511 is what they declared. David Warner again made pretty good tread, making 21, but yeah, again it was Kawaja who made 62, Labuschagne made 163, Head made 175, Carey finished strongly with 41. So they were all chipping in and doing their bit, were Australia. And then again for West Indies, a bit of a disappointing bowling again on their front. Tons of injuries to players as well, but Joseph and Thomas did pick up a few wickets. Now then we go to West Indies first innings, and Chanderpaul was the only one that really got going, 47 off of 102. Phillip got going as well, 43 from 78, and then De Silva and Chase also put up a bit more of a fight, but in the end it was not enough to stop Scott Boland's. Sorry, not Scott Boland. That was in the second innings, Scott Boland. It wasn't enough to stop Nathan Lyon in the end, who got going with his spin. And Scott Boland, even though he didn't get any wickets in the first innings, he was very economical at 1.81, and then Stark and Neser also got through them, as well as Cam Green. So now we go to Australia 6 for 199 when they declared. No great scores here, but Kawaja makes 45, Warner makes 28, Labuschagne makes 31, Smith makes 35, Head makes 38, Green makes 5, Carey makes 11. And then again on the West Indies front, most of their bowlers got absolutely pumped in that innings. It was just a race to see how quickly we could put on the runs. And then we smashed through the West Indies in this second innings, with Scott Boland being the impressor. His 3 wickets in 1 over in the end, proving too deadly. 3 for 16 off his 10, very economical as well. Nathan Lyon, 1 for 8 from his 10, 0.8 economy, fantastic. And then you cannot forget Neeser and Stark, who also took their 3 wickets in absolutely skiddling the West Indies. So now we want to go ahead and rewind to a few nights ago where the BBL started and the Sydney Thunder won by 1 wicket in the end against the Melbourne Stars in a game which just saw the wickets fall and fall and fall and fall and fall. They just fell all the time. And here's the Stars innings. I don't really want to... And we don't really have to go through it in a lot of depth, but as you can see, nobody really getting off the substantial stars. Larkin did make 25, but that was the highest scorer of the whole entire team. Meanwhile, again, plenty of wickets here on the Thunder front. Sandhu, Faruqi, Sams, all getting wickets, and then Doggett and Chris Green also chipping in with 1 wicket apiece. But yeah, no substantial score there for the Stars, and again for the Thunder, nothing substantial either. Hales got alright, 16, but it was really Sanger and Ross that built them something to be hopeful of. Before then, Davies and Green also just made a few important runs. Gurinder Sandhu makes a very important and life-saving 20, and then again 3 wickets Colton Isle, 2 for Bolt, 2 for Webster, 2 for Zampa. In the end, which does see the Thunder win the first game of BBL 12. We go to just the second night of the BBL, and Adelaide Strikers win by 51 runs over the Sydney Sixers. And I'm not going to run you through this one in depth, but the Strikers got off to a great start. Short making 84, 41 for Lynn, 40 for Hose, which really did bring the Strikers back into things. Abbott and Naveed were really influential though with the ball in hand. And then for the Sixers, they started okay through Josh Philippi, but yeah, they had a little bit of a collapse. Then Henriquez, Silk, Christian, and Kerr tried to build them back up, but in the end, it was never going to be enough. Henry Thornton takes 4 wickets. He gets 2 wickets in and over. Rashid Khan, we know he's an absolute spearhead with the ball in hand as well. Continuing on with this crazy trend of crazy games, and obviously Adelaide Strikers have recently just been in the past one, and well, they're back again just to a couple of nights ago at the Sydney Showground Stadium, part of a double header here. The Adelaide Strikers set 9 for 139 after their 20 overs, which doesn't look like enough in the end to win, but 36 from Lynn, 33 from de Grandhomme, 13 from Nielsen and Kelly do really build them up and get a few important runs, despite Faruqi, Sandhu, Sams, Doggett being very, very good. But the Thunder get bowled out for 15. For 15. That's the score they can manage. That's it. They get 15 of 5.5 overs and they're all bowled. They lost all 10 wickets for 15. Hale's a duck. Duke's a duck. Riley Rossuru makes 3. Sanger a duck. Ross 2. Sam's 1. Davies 1. Green a duck. Gurinder Sandhu a duck. Doggett 4. Faruqi 1. Literally, that's it. The highest run scorer in there was Doggett with 4. And then Short takes a wicket. Henry Thornton takes a fifer with an economy of 1.06, 5 for 3 from 2.5. And Wes Agar takes 4 for 6 after 2. That is ridiculous. 15 in a T20 game with a professional list right here. That is pretty disappointing from a Sydney Thunder perspective, and the Strikers. Wow. And from here, you don't think the summer can get much crazier. Well, if you thought it couldn't get much crazier, have a look at this. The Sixers, obviously one of the premiership favourites going into this. Along with the Scorchers, also another one of the premiership favourites going into this. And the Sixers just get smashed by 38 runs again. Again, nothing great here for the Scorchers, despite Hardy, 55, 24 from Agar, 13 from Kelly, which do get them to somewhat of a reasonable score. Meanwhile, Bird, Naveen, Abbott, Naveed, Kerr and Christian, all their bowlers actually taking a wicket, which is quite a rare sight to see. And then for the Sixers, Silk and Kerr fire, and that is it. They get absolutely wiped out. 4 wickets for Richardson, 4 for 9 from 4. Oh my goodness, does this summer get any crazier than what we've already had? 4 for 9 from 4 overs, that is insane. 2 wickets for Berendorf, 1 for Kelly, 2 for Ty, 1 for Agar. All the bowlers in this game actually got a wicket, and that is insane. And another crazy thing, just to point it out, is that so far, have a look at this. The Strikers are on top of the table, 2 wins, 0 losses, 4.375 net run rate. Sixers down the bottom, negative 2.225. And then Sydney Thunder, negative 0.75. This ladder's also insane. And yeah, there's still more to go. A 2-day test match. So this was the wicket they played on. This was the Gabba wicket at the time. Have a look at this. This is the wicket right here. This is the outfield. This is the outfield. This is the grass that you field on. And this is the pitch right here. This is green. This is very green, causing this 2-day test match, which I'll go over this 2-day test match in a minute. But look at this. There is so much grass on this pitch. It is so green. And it almost blends in with the outfield from like a certain view. It literally looks like the outfield. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to run you through now this. So Australia win the toss and they're going to bowl first on this green Gabba monster wicket. It is so green. And let's just have a look at how it went. So South Africa are batting first, Australia bowling first, as you know. And a poor start by their first 3 men at the crease. Elgar gone for 3, Irwi gone for 10, and Russie Vando Dustin gone for 5. Now, Bavuma gets 38, Zondo 2-ball duck, but then Verarine also works them back up. So Bavuma makes 38, Verarine makes 64, which keeps him in it. And then the rest of the order fall: Jansen 2, Mirage 2, Rabada 10, Norch a duck, and Nagidi 3. And then Stark gets 3 wickets, Cummins gets 2 wickets, and Boland on fire again gets 2 more wickets. And then Nathan Lyon, the man of this innings, I'd have to say quite comfortably, gets 3 wickets. So now we go to Australia's first innings, which was the highest score of the game of 218. Warner gone for a golden duck. Khawaja and Labuschagne both make 11. Smith makes 36. It's Travis Head, the man, that builds them back up, though, making 92. Boland, the night watchman's gone for 1. Green gone for 18. Carey makes 22. Stark makes 14. And then Cummins and Lyon both gone for ducks. Rabada takes 4 wickets. Jansen takes 3. Norch gets 2. And Nagidi gets 1. And then we go to South Africa's second innings, which was wrapped up earlier today. And they were bowled out for 99 after having a poor start and obviously a poor finish as well. Again, the top 3 can't do anything. Irwi gone for 3, Elgar gone for 2, Vando Dustin gone for a 4-ball duck. Bavuma makes 29, Zondo makes 36, which gives him a little bit of a sniff, but other than that, duck for Vermain and Jansen. Mirage makes just 16, which is a pretty quick fire innings though. Rabada gone for 3, Norch goes for a golden duck, and Nagidi makes a shaky 9. And then Pat Cummins, Fifer, he did it again. Stark makes 2 wickets, so does Scott Boland. Nathan Lyon gets 1. And now to Australia, shaky chase. They make 4 for 35. Khawaja goes for 2. Warner goes for 3. Labuschagne makes 5. Smith gone for 6. Head gone for a golden duck. Green makes 0. And there was 15 wides and 4 byes in that second inning. So let's have a little look. So 1 wide, 15 wide somehow, which is insane, and 4 byes. So Rabada picks up all 4 wickets, 4 for 13 after 4, which isn't too bad. And Norch the other bowler, but yeah, wow. This summer's been insane so far. So there we have it. That is the first 19 days of this summer of cricket 2022 and 2023. This is just a start. The BBL has only just started. We are in the middle of a test series versus South Africa. The one versus the West Indies is all done. But let's go ahead. This is going to be very interesting to see how the rest of the summer plays out. It's been a cracking start. And maybe there might be another one. Maybe it's going to be going over all the crazy things of the 2022-2023 summer cricket maybe later on. But that's going to wrap us up for today. Feel free to let me know which one you think was the craziest, the best, the weirdest, or just everything. It had everything about it because all these games have been crazy and epic. Some of them more than the others. But thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you guys never miss another video on channel. Thank you guys all so much. Bye everyone. Extra flaming out.